Hey banana viewers, we need to talk. Over time, I have completely lost myself to content creation. My original inspirations for my coaching content, believe it or not, were Mr. Rogers and Dr. K. Their willingness to accept everyone for who they were and their unwavering patience made me feel an indescribable comfort that I wanted to spread far and wide. I'd like to believe that in my early days, I was able to achieve such a feeling from my streams. However, that Woohoojin is long lost to time. I've become a narcissistic asshole, unworthy of any online following whatsoever. What happened? Can we go back? I want to preface this analysis by first taking complete ownership of fault. I screwed up here and nobody is to blame except for me. I even recognized these issues starting to arise in my content and failed to take sufficient action. I dropped the ball. I'm hoping this video will serve a purpose beyond just an apology. I believe it is core to the human condition that we become used to our circumstance, and I do not want you to make the same mistakes I've made. Let's start from the beginning. The first mistake I made in content creation. I lied about being a Radiant player. I'll be completely honest. At the time, I did not see anything wrong with embellishing my accomplishments to advertise for a product I knew would be great. But instead of ruminating on whether or not it was wrong to lie to my audience, I allowed myself to take the easy route and hastily justified my choice with morally gray rationalizations. After all, wouldn't anyone lie to get a shot at their dream job? No, they wouldn't. And even if they would, lying to get a job is different from falsifying a certification. I did not choose to see things this way at the time, but with a bit more thought behind my actions, I'm sure I could have. I'm sorry for everyone who felt and still feels betrayed by this decision I made so hastily in the beginning of my career. If I had any words of advice to my past self, I'd tell him to just openly admit the mistake as soon as possible. In hindsight, I can't imagine many people would have left if I openly admitted to having a student play on my account for the Radiant Gun Buddy. The real reason why people left is because instead, I chose to continue lying. This decision was deplorable and was just the start of the bad behavior that began to leak onto my stream. As I gained popularity on both Twitch and YouTube, so did the frequency of my VOD reviews. What started as an infrequent occurrence quickly became something that I performed many times a day. For the first few months, I was thrilled. Unfortunately, unbeknownst to me, I was slowly becoming unaware of the repetitive nature of my own content. Sharing the concept of minimap refragging was exhilarating the first time, but by the time I shared it with my 100th student, it felt obvious to me. What once was excitement to share my knowledge was replaced with dissatisfaction of lack of preparation. Why wouldn't you just go watch my video on minimap refragging first? I'd think. This thought process bled into many aspects of my stream. Why wouldn't you read all the rules for typing in my stream chat? Of course the enemy isn't B main. Look where that recon landed. As I lost my patience, I too lost sight of my original goal. Yet there it stood written on a sticky note on my desk, ignored day after day. Then, the worst possible thing that could happen to me happened. Inarguable proof that I was not a legitimate Radiant player was posted online and went viral. Right while I was in the middle of losing my sense of self, a torrent of emotions swept me up and I had no idea how to process them. So, I did what I always used to do when I had unprocessed emotions. I bottled them up and I played video games as a coping mechanism. But this time it was different. It genuinely felt like the entire world was rooting for my downfall. Everyone wanted me to fail and judgment was being levied against my character day in and day out. I was completely devastated because they were right. I am an asshole. I am boosted. I am coping about my teammates. I am moving the goalposts. I hate myself. I am an asshole. I'm boosted. I'm coping about my teammates. I'm moving the goalposts. I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate this community. I hate myself. You've ever felt this way? Please trust me when I say this. You can change. People support you. Despite entering an unforgivable state on my stream and becoming the worst possible role model, many of my close friends, moderators, and supporters understood me. I'd call them assholes while I was live, and they'd offer up words of encouragement in return. I'd act like a child, and they'd treat me like an adult. Thank you. I needed you. Let's talk next steps. I don't plan on changing overnight, but I do plan on taking immediate action. First off, I've talked to my coach, Gopai. My Raise to Radiant series is returning to solo queue only, but we are significantly reducing the daily volume of games down to a maximum of 4 games a day. Second, I need more time before I go live to give proper attention to my mental health. I am shifting back all stream start times to an earliest of 10 a.m. Pacific. I will continue to wake up before 7 a.m., but I'll be using the mornings to practice mindfulness and gratefulness for the privileged position in society I have the opportunity to possess. Third, I need more direct engagement with my community. My own damage bled into the community and hurt something that needs to be fostered. All of my streams will start with a 2-hour community event block, which will attempt to focus on having fun together, not alone. Finally, after my 4 ranked games, I'm going to be ending my stream early and spinning up a community stage channel. Here we will continue the stream until around 5 p.m. Pacific, but there'll be an emphasis on content that doesn't really feel the pressure of needing to be YouTube worthy. This stage channel will be open to all Discord and Twitch subscribers, including the free Tier 2 Good Morning tier. During Raise to Radiant, this segment will mostly consist of 5 stacking on my alternate account with Ascendant and higher rated viewers as additional practice. I'm sorry. I got lost in my own head, and it took me far too long to realize what direction needed to be taken. Please be patient but stern with me as I try to become the best banana I can be. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you.